Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, today is Friday, the 3rd of January, 2020, I almost said 2019, 2020. Uh, let's get started. Let's open up the charts right here. You know, what I want to show you guys right here is a satellite from space. Just let me open the charts up so you can see it. That's a satellite photo from space. Now, if you look right here, I circled it in red. This is Australia. Australia is quite literally on fire. And this is a satellite from NASA. Now, you know, these fires down here on the south side right here, it looked like more like normal fires from space. On the bottom of the photo, the fires and the smoke is spewing out over the ocean, you know. But these fires right up here to the north are extremely intense. I've never seen plumes of smoke going so high into the atmosphere as this. Now, I circled in red, or not circled, but I put a red square around something that is anomalous that I noticed in the photo. And I've watched weather patterns for years. I've studied hurricanes, I've studied tornadoes. Subject of interest. When I was a little kid, like 7 years old, I was plotting hurricanes, you know. And I can spot a cyclone or a vortex. And the smoke, quite literally, in that red square is making a cyclone or a vortex. And we can see it's a mountain of smoke going up into the air, probably, I don't know, maybe 45,000 feet. And it's got a clear, visible circle, and right in the center of it looks like a donut. That's a wind vortex, a giant, like maybe I wouldn't call it a tornado, but I would call it a smoke tornado. I can just imagine what the people on the ground. Really, all of Australia is burning right now. There's fires all across the continent of Australia. I've never seen anything like it before. I looked at a map that showed the fires across Australia, and it was absolutely astounding. Let's get on with other news here now. Now, I want to point something out. There's a situation that happened in Iraq yesterday. And it could move us closer toward war. But we're going to have to wait and see if retaliatory measures come. Probably the danger zone for retaliation on this would probably be about a month long. And, of course, we got to wait and see what happens. Could this situation escalate? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I would give it only a small % chance of I don't think it's going to escalate, really. But it could. It very well could, you know. So we can't rule out that possibility of escalation. If the situation escalates, it's going to have an extremely profound effect upon the price of oil if the situation escalates. And even the situation the way it is right now, has already caused the oil price to shoot up. So let's get in there and let's take a look at the prices of things today and see what's going on. 1804 for silver right now. We're seeing the silver and gold price going through quite a high rally, but silver has been like holding back. Like we can see the price going back down heading back down into its old range. And 1804 is not keeping up with gold. So the silver to gold ratio is becoming even more skewed than it is now. And it was already in Crazyville, you know. 1804 for silver. Silver should be higher. Gold's went higher. Gold's approaching 1545 right now. It's up $16. Excuse me. It's up $16.80 on the day so far. But silver's not keeping up. Silver's holding back. But you know, we could see explosive moves in silver. Or silver could move to the high side. Silver could really go up because of the ratio is so out of whack. The silver to gold ratio. It should be about half of what it is right now. quite seriously. And that means that silver would double in comparison to gold. And gold's not going to stay static. Gold's not going to stay down at these prices. Gold's going to move up a lot higher. But silver could double the amount of gains that gold sees. So silver right now, I mean, it is looking really, really good, you know. Of course, it's been looking good all along. Let's take a look now at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. And we're seeing $193 billion market cap. Bitcoin dominance is 68.3%. And Bitcoin is being stubborn about going down in price now at this point. It did make it down into the upper 6,000s, but now it's back up above 7,000 again, 7,281. With Litecoin at 41.67 and Bitcoin Cash 213.49. We're looking at Ethereum at $131.89. Now let's take a look at the Dow Jones today. We're off 215 points. We're down 28,653. Now I'm going to tell you what I think about this. I think this is a knee-jerk reaction. I think by the end of the day, we could be even with the board. We could even see gains in the Dow by the end of the day. You know, it wouldn't surprise me in the least little bit, because when this knee-jerk reaction ends and it's over what happened in Iraq, that's what this knee-jerk reaction is all about in the Dow Jones. 28,653 today, and it's down 215 points. But I think we're going to see it creep back quite a little bit during the day. That's my opinion on it. Let's take a look now at crude oil. Crude oil has seen some gains too, but the peak of the hysteria came at 5:41 a.m. with a price of $63.97. So it almost made $64. But now we see the price creeping back down again as things are settling down off of the knee-jerk reaction in the markets. We moved a few inches closer to war. That's no doubt. But we're going to have to wait and see if retaliatory measures come. But I'm going to tell you about the crude oil price. If a war does start in the Middle East, in the areas that supply oil to the world, it could be absolutely devastating to the oil price. Could go so high. Actually, there could be shortages of oil where you can't get the gas for your car to get to work. That's what can actually happen. And the oil price goes so high that you'll be glad you don't own an SUV. If you do own an SUV, you'll probably be wanting to sell the thing. Because from what I hear, a lot of the SUVs, not all of them, but a lot of them are gas guzzlers, you know. Pickup trucks and stuff too, things like that guzzle gas. People are going to be after and want the smallest of the small 4-cylinder cars if that happens. You know, and that's what's going to be in demand is tiny 4-cylinder cars. 4-cylinder cars that only have a cubic displacement of under 2,000 cc. That's what people are going to want. You know, they're going to want gas sippers. They're going to want your Toyota Echoes. That's what they're going to want. And your Honda Fits and stuff like that. That's what they're going to want if war breaks out in the Middle East. Because it's going to affect the gas price like you've never seen. And that's going to really be inflationary. You know, because all of our products, I mean, how do your groceries get to the store? They're shipped. And what do they buy? Diesel fuel to get them there. Well, when gas goes up, diesel goes up. U.S. Treasuries today. Now, we're seeing quite a large movement in U.S. Treasuries to the downside. Yields are falling, but that means that Treasury is going up. So, see, a Treasury is a funny thing. When yields fall on a Treasury, that means the Treasury is actually going up in price. And Treasuries are safe haven assets. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing movement into gold, silver, and we're seeing movement into Treasuries. Not much movement into crypto yet as a safe haven asset. What this shows me is the Treasuries are the primary safe haven asset. Look at these yields falling. Gold is a secondary safe haven asset because look at the price of gold going up. And cryptocurrency ain't going nowhere. So we see cryptocurrencies is like not really a safe haven asset yet. It's not really considered as such yet. It's moving in that direction though. And moving fast as far as I'm concerned in that direction. Let's take a look at the US dollar index today. 96.94, you know. Dollar's really kind of staying strong considering how many dollars they've printed. It's off the scale, you know. And a lot of those dollars are going to start coming back to our shores. Let's take a look at Zero Hedge article here. I still got it on the article about this this story about what's going on over in Iraq and Iran. But let's move on over here. I meant to get on this story here. The U.S. dollar losses may just be getting started. This is going to be the big story. I mean, looking out into the future, maybe 2 years from now. This is going to be a monumentous story how the dollars went through its demise. If we look here, we can see the dollar has started to turn lower. The dollar gauge lost more than 7% from its peak in 2017. Now, if you guys have done a lot of charting, a lot of looking at charts, you look at charts long enough, you know. No, you won't go blind. No, you look at charts long enough, what will happen is you start to be able to read them. And this is a chart right here that's exactly right. It's went through its peak and it's starting to slope off and it's getting ready to fall off a cliff. There goes the dollar. Can we say bye-bye dollar? You know, that's what's coming. Now, we've seen some dollar strength because the dollar was the best-looking fiat currency for a while there. And I'm not going to go through all those analogies about the best horse in the glue factory and all that kind of stuff. But that's what it was, you know? But now it's starting to lose strength. It's starting to finally go through its decline, you know? And that's what they want. Trump wants a weaker dollar. The Fed wants a weaker dollar. Everybody wants a weaker dollar, you know? But it's been hard for them to maintain a weaker dollar because of the strength in the dollar, because it was the best of the fiat currencies out there, and investors were investing in it. Now I think we've turned the corner. Listen, thank you guys for listening to this report. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the very next show. Bye-bye.